You're listening to the Brett Flash podcast.
You know, I've had matches, a few of them, and it was great. I loved it. You know, being on the ring apron, like just hardcore Holly telling me to bang the top turnbuckle and get the crowd going and stuff. It was just ace. I had to look. I looked across at Ellie, and I had this big, massive grin on my face, thinking, "What am I doing? I'm on the turnbuckle with hardcore Holly." It was mental. It was great. You know, and I was the sole survivor, and Harvey Dale lost his job. It was brilliant. One of my, well, it was probably been my top 5 things that have happened to me in wrestling. It was great. It was a lot of fun, and Harvey Dale was a great sport. He was like, yeah, we do whatever. You know, he understood that the whole thing was, I was going to be the sole survivor. I wasn't going anywhere. I didn't expect to be the sole survivor. I thought maybe me and Bob Holly, being WWE superstar that he is. But Bob was like, yeah, whatever. We'll do. He says it's you're going over. It's your show. He was great.
So he was all right with it all.
Yeah, absolutely sound. Yeah, we spoke to him about what we think we should do, how it should go down, what sort of way the eliminations, and he was obviously he's an ex-WWE superstar. But a lot of these guys that haven't, these guys aren't The Rock and they're not Stone Cold, they're not The Undertaker. I don't think they get the credit that they deserve. Whichever way you look at it, like the WWE at this point in time, or certainly in that point in time, it's the top of the mountain. The guy had been there for years, multiple hardcore champion, got his arm broke by Kurt Angle, carried on wrestling. He's a tough guy, but what he knows about the business, it's invaluable. And when he was telling us stuff, and we were all like, oh yeah, he's like, if you do this and we do that, and then that does that, that makes sense for this, and you just thinking, oh yeah, you're right. He was a wealth of knowledge. He was, I thought it was great. He was, nice, down to earth, and understood what the story was. He had no qualms about it at all.
That's good to hear, because if there was anyone I would sort of pick not to be in a tag match with, it would probably be Hardcore Holly. If I was in your position, just from the reputation he has.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know. He just, I mean, obviously, like you see him on telly, he plays this tough guy, taking liberties and so-called liberties, and beating people up or whatever. But like I say, he's been through the system of WWE. He knows how to tell a story. He knows what works. He knows what doesn't work. Yeah, he was a gent. Yeah, it was great. And he had no problems about being eliminated. I guess at the end of the day, for him, whether he goes 20 minutes or 2 minutes, he still gets the same wage. And at the end of the day, if he plays the game and does what the promoter wants, then that promoter's going to think, you know what, I'm going to book Bob Holly again because he was such a gent. He did what I wanted him to in the context of my storylines that are happening. I'll bring him over again. If he was a dickhead, then the promoter's going to be like, I'm not bringing Bob Holly back over. So, But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed that.
It was a great match.
Yeah, it was a main event and everything, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah.
And I was just thinking about it. It makes me laugh. It's like main event, tagging with Hardcore Holly and the Hunter Brothers in a Survivor Series match. That's mad, isn't it?